top 10 current evil global issues that we must act upon according to the devilish studies. So let's have a look into it. Number one issue is poverty, according to the study of some global research by Cock Foods. It's bullshit. I'm saying it because this poverty has always been there since the dawn of human times. And it will always be there. Tell me one time in the world history that the entire world has never been in poverty, where everyone's stomach is full. Life is suffering, and we are here to suffer. Light and dark is one of the laws of this world and the universe. Somebody has to be poor and somebody has to be rich. And it's a very basic nature of this world. And we can't do anything about it. It's the way how it is. It's to balance it overall. Now, going into the next important global statistics, which is to look upon is climate change. Fuck off. What I meant is that it's another biggest cow shit and psyop the world is facing right now. There is no such crap. The world is changing, it's revolving and it's spinning. Sun is either getting closer or it's getting further away. And in every year, it's happening by a little millimeter or centimeter. And even if you do some shit, it still happens anyway. It's the psyop done by the government to distract you so that they can get away with their things like they did in the past with the greenhouse effect shit, carbon shit, and suddenly they don't even talk about it. Next important statistics is to look upon is food shortage, which is another biggest global garbage. It's another agenda done by the government so that only limited people can produce and supply global food commodities so that they will have control over everything. Because food is the ultimate power involved, because it's the fundamental basic needs of humans. We have enough of lands and agriculture farmers, but now the numbers are getting reduced because of their agenda. Why? Because they are not getting proper money or any loan or any basic support for them to expand their growth, and it's done on purpose. It's through food that they can add chemicals and ingest on it for us to have so that they can experiment with their shit. Anyway, what I meant, I hope you understood. Next important study is that we need more refugee rights. This is the biggest downfall for a nation. If you know a fraction of history, you understand that it's the unfair priority for the refugee which made the biggest threat to a nation. And I'll tell you exactly why. If you look at Lebanon or the current situation of Europe or even America, the biggest reason for the degeneracy of these countries, the downfall of these countries is their immigrants and refugees. And why is that? Because culture gets mixed and their fundamental rights is manipulated and violated. Now, initially they come as good people, but as time passes or in another 20 years, they manipulate and use the same rights for their benefits and overall detriment of these countries. You also have to understand that most of these refugees are criminals, rapists, terrorists, or people who have no means of work. They have no knowledge, they have no literacy, right? And they only know one thing. Yes, you guessed right. It's the nature, and we can't do anything about it. So it has to be strictly controlled, like what Trump says, build huge walls. Now, moving on to the next psyop, which is COVID-19. Now, I don't want to talk about it. Well, by now, you all understand that it's garbage and it's one of the biggest global agenda we all have witnessed with our own eyes. So, moving on to the next, which is future pandemic preparation and response. Now, man, it sounds terrifying. And this is what they want, so that they can come up with more bullshit stories and new laws for them to have control over us. When have you ever seen government taking a law out? Once a law is passed, new laws are passed and it stays there forever. Why? So that they have control over us. What preparation we should have is, I will tell you, it's bloody revolt and revolution, like Che Guevara did. A new system has to be here. A new government should be here, and a new ruler has to be here. One with great morale, one who has a fundamental dogma, one whose only intention is to have the balance in this world. And I have a perfect person for you as well. And you don't need to look elsewhere. In fact, you're watching him right now. And you made it all far by now. Congratulations. The true king born to rule the entire world. Anyway, moving on to the next important study, which they say we have to address, is the health issue. I don't even want to talk about it or rant about it now. Healthcare. Horse shit. When in the history of the world this much medical institution and medicines are passed, new drugs are released every year with new studies and discovery in the names of medicines to treat us. Have you got any idea what these does to our psyche? When have you ever seen someone who goes to a hospital or took some medicine and now stop using it? You use once and it's for life now. I've said it before and I will say it again, that 90% of diseases are self-inflicted. It is psychological and it's created by you with the help of your mind. It's social conditioning. Now 10% is there and it's out of our control, which are hereditary or genetic ways. So this is bullshit. It's the biggest business in the world right now, which is the healthcare. Even if you are not a diseased man, once you get in there, you come back as sick man, and it's done on purpose. Our next important study, according to this global satanist, is mental health. Are you serious? Now this is dog shit. This mental health issue all started to happen in this last 60 years post World War II. Since the dawn of human times, we never even witnessed this mass psyop, and it's another agenda. They give you and test you with more experiments, studies, drugs, medicines, and with all this crap, they see you as cattle in the field. The main reason for the mental health, depression, sad, sorrow, worry is because you're sitting and doing nothing but thinking about everything. Do you understand? Up until the early 1980s, people were busy with the things. They were in poverty. They had to do stuff. They did something. They had to work. They had to do some physical activity, and there was no time to even think about it. Do you get it? It's because you have too much food to eat now and no work to do. The only cure is either you exercise or meditate. There's no need to even address or talk about this unexisting imaginary shit. Now, another shit study is disability right. Now, it sounds nice, right? Well, now I don't want to talk anything about this, but the things people do in violating these rights. They slap or kick or kill someone and they say they have a psychological problem or someone abused them. The way they manipulate medical benefits, health benefits, law benefits passed by the government. I once knew someone who I saw from first hand who violated such rights. Now he had this disability certificate that once in a while he can act crazy because someone signed something in the paper. You get it? But there are genuine disability issues. Someone with autism, Down syndrome, real physical issues. But again, why do we need to even address this specifically? Throughout our human existence, these people lived and died, and they have been looked after. This is another biggest fraudulent area where the people who are in charge can loot money, steal their rights and misuse it, like charity. The intention is good, but they can also steal, bribe, misuse it. Do you understand? Now, coming on to the last psyop of all this. This is the biggest and important study by our global friendly leader, which is the LGBTQ. Horse crap, dog cock sucking, pussy licking cat like vultures, devils walking around our beautiful green earth is the biggest of current psyop we are facing right now. When have you ever seen this much gender division? Look into the nature and you only see two gender, male and female. Look any species in the world. And why is humans different from any of this? The reason for this is to reduce our human population so that they can take our souls. Now that's totally of another theory. And the reason for promoting and passing laws for the legality is that so that they can psyop our kids, because they can't have kids by themselves. These people are mentally weak. They need constant attention, easily manipulated, and are good slaves for these global people, right? This is the beginning of the downfall of our beautiful earth. I don't even want to talk about it because it's disgusting. It's itching my tongue. You understand? Every religion is against this. All holy books are against this. These people don't believe in any God nor any virtue. We don't even know if there are any failed scientific experiments walking around this earth. So, as you know, they don't care about us. And if they say there are any studies which is proven, understand it. It's wrong. Why? Because 4 or 5 people sit in a room, come up with some random studies funded by these evil people for their propaganda. Now, anyone can come with any studies. The world is diverse. Humans are different. Minds are different. Ideologies can be different. Beliefs can be different. Right? And it's the way of the world. This is devil's work. So beware.